My name is Daniel Dsouza. I primarily do theatre. I work in the theatre. I'm an actor and director mainly, but I also produce my own work, which means that I'm doing sets and lights and all of that. And I've always been heavily into the aesthetics of theatre. I usually having that aesthetic in mind. I also dabbled with a bit of interiors when I was younger. Did that for a while, just on the side for fun. But of late, I realized that it's something I really enjoy, and it's something that I'm now trying to make into a parallel profession. So I do theatre with interiors on the side. I was doing a house in Goa a couple of years ago, so I was doing my research and I actually saw the Taj, and that was exactly the look I was going for. And I think that was my first experience properly with designed cement tiles, and it was a perfect mix of something rustic but with elegance, something cozy along with something dramatic. So went straight to Bharat tiles and ordered my version of those tiles. The first thing people react to when they walk into the house is the flooring. So there's tiles on the floor and the first wall that you see as you walk in. It's extremely dramatic. I've taken a simple tile, but I've used it in a very random, deconstructed sort of way, and it's definitely the first thing that stands out. So I think the word they use is dramatic. It strikes you immediately. When I think of Bharat Floorings, I always think a tile I want to use to make a statement. So maybe I could say Bharat Flooring means focal point, or rather, I want to say something dramatic, think Bharat Floorings. My experience has been great with them. I've used them a couple of times. I've never been disappointed. It's always lived up to my expectations. You might get a few color variations, color differences, but that's fine because it's still all in a natural sort of a space. So even if it's slightly different than you expected, it still gives you a real, natural, full feel. So the satisfaction. So my favorite one was the Le Mill collection. I feel it's extremely versatile. You can use it in many different ways. I also like the origamis, but I feel like with Le Mill you can still create a similar effect, but in your own way, because it's usually just diagonals. You can use diagonals in various forms to create different textures, different illusions and stuff like that. Yeah, so I think that's the most versatile and the most interesting collection for me. For me, I think one word that describes Bharat Floorings would be possibilities. And I say that because you walk in the store, you see the collection, and immediately your mind just starts going crazy with like thoughts and ideas, and images pop into your head, and they have all these different ranges, and with these different ranges you can use the tiles in so many different ways. So I think, yeah, possibilities.